he also addresses the idea of the worship of Mary. He says, such worship as this cannot be given to any creature without gross, palpable idolatry. He says, we dare not give worship to her, for it belongs to God alone. That's from Wesley's writings on Roman Catholicism. But of course, at that point, the two converge, the Eastern Orthodox Church and the Roman Catholic Church, in their veneration of Mary. So you can see from these quotes that Wesley is no fan of the Eastern Orthodox Church, that in his day, in his time, he made no effort whatsoever to enter into an Eastern Orthodox church. He never darkened its door. He never had any Eastern Orthodox church members as his friends. Never had any Eastern Orthodox priests as his correspondents, his friends. So what we're left with is simply assertion, simply somebody asserting that there is a connection, when in fact there doesn't seem to be any connection. But Wesley goes further than that. Wesley actually comments on the Eastern Orthodox Church. Now you would think that if you hold any kind of regard for a group, a religious group, or for its history or its teaching, that this is the moment you're gonna say something about it. You're going to express or explain why you hold it in high regard, and why others also should regard it. But this is what Wesley says about the Eastern Orthodox Church. Proceed we now to the Christian world. But we must not judge of Christians in general from those who are scattered throughout the Turkish dominions, the Armenian, Georgian, Mangrelian Christians, nor indeed from any others of the Greek communion. The gross barbarous ignorance, the deep stupid superstition, the blind and bitter zeal, and the endless thirst after vain jangling and strife of words, which have reigned for many ages in the Greek Church, and well nigh banished true religion from among them, make these scarce worthy of the Christian name, and lay an insuperable stumbling block before the Mahometans. The Mahometans are the Muslims. So not only does he say, quote, they're barbarous, they're ignorant, they're stupid, they're superstitious, but he says they're a stumbling block to the Muslims, because they're so far away from the New Testament church, and their practices are so far removed from what the Bible teaches, that they are in fact a stumbling block to the Muslims who are so prevalent in that area finding salvation. So I don't see the point in writing a lengthy paper on Wesley's connection to the Eastern Orthodox Church if Wesley himself has written about that spiritual organization, if Wesley himself has put in writing his own view about their practices. All you're left with is personal assertion, supposition. This is the sort of games that academics like to play. Let's see if we can find a connection between this person and that person. If you're going to make that connection, then you have to quote from that individual. It's just another attempt to malign John Wesley. It's not the first, and I don't doubt it will be the last. But I hope that clears it up for you. I hope that makes it plain that Wesley was, to the core, a Bible-believing, evangelical Christian. He believed in the authority of the Bible. He practiced what he preached, and he didn't hold back in condemning those practices and those doctrines that were contrary to the Word of God. Thanks for watching.